Hello and welcome back to another game with Team Tactics. So first of all, I've got a bit of a announcement just with the channel and also the little gap that I just had before. So I'm going to talk about that and I'll put the time in where the actual gameplay starts right up here somewhere so that you can go straight to that if you just want to see the gameplay. But yeah, so there was a bit of a gap. Look, I was sick and I've got my studies, so I was kind of flat out there. And I try to upload every Sunday. That's kind of what I've set myself towards. And one video a week is not that much. It's pretty doable. So I'm just gonna have to have some videos ready in case I am sick or something like that, just so I can keep being consistent. But that's just one small thing. The big announcement that I've got is kind of like the direction I want to take this channel towards, because I've got three types of videos that I want to be doing. And the first type of video is also going to be the most common, which is gameplay. I just want to have gameplays with my teammates, and I'm going to do this with minimal editing. I've decided I'm not going to put in all of these different GIFs or sound effects and whatever. Instead, I'm just going to edit out all the less exciting parts from the beginning. I will show the beginning base real quick and give you like a feel of the map. And then I'll just keep going through a couple of scenes where you see the action that's going on. And then eventually, whether it be medieval ages or the industrial age, where things start to just, there it's all intense across the board, fights going on everywhere, then I'll just leave that part unedited, and that'll be my typical gameplay video that I'll be bringing out. So that's the first type of video I want to bring out. It's supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be with friends, and it's supposed to be where we try out different team strategies or, yeah, just have a good time basically. So the second type of video that I would like to do is montage. I want to build these montages because there's so much fun content from War Selection. Honestly, the game is it's great. I really like the game. It's got so many different things that you can do, and it's also got so many bugs that yeah, there's a lot that I can do here. For this though, I need to really get to know the editor software that I've just bought a new one. We'll see how that is. But yeah, the important thing is that I get to know it and get to be able to do all the fun stuff with the editor software. And that'll take a while, but once that's happening, that'll be cool. It takes a long time though to edit these videos, so those will be pretty rare. Probably the rarest type of video that I'll be letting out. And then, let me see, yeah, the third type of video. So I also want to be making strategies and guides. So there's so many different countries out now, and I see a lot of players struggling already just with the economy, but then also there's a lot more that they probably don't know about how the countries interact with each other. One of the things you'll see in this video as well, this 1v1 with Taste Great. So there's a lot of strategies and guides that I could bring out, but first of all, I need to get to know them myself, and I need to just get better at the game in this sense. So because of that, also, I'm going to be looking to do some, well, a lot more ranked games, a lot more games with the better players, with these pros in War Selection, and yeah, just improve myself at the game so that when I do bring out these gameplay videos, they're also going to be, top notch and really showing you the best strategies and guides that there are at the time. And yeah, hopefully the editor software, sorry, will also help me to put those guides and strategies into a good presentation of the guide. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. That's going to be the future of the channel for the next while. I'm going to be doing a lot more ranked, improving myself, and always playing 1 or 2 days where I just do team games and one day where I'm doing ranked, I'm thinking. And yeah, we'll see where that brings us. So that's that. Now I'm going to get started in this 1v1. And this 1v1 was against Taste Great in part of this tournament that I played along with a couple of other pros. And in the first couple of games I just lost. I got super crushed. But I got better very quickly, and then this game came about, which was probably my best game that I played in the entire bout. So yeah, I'll show you how this game went and do commentary on it. And one thing you should know is that it's with double pop cap, so instead of 60 it's 120 in the Stone Age and so on, just always double. And second thing is there's a 10-minute peace treaty. And third thing is also the maps were predefined. I didn't know the maps, I didn't have time to check them out. And you can't check them out by yourself anyways, you always need 2 people, that's also one reason why. But yeah, those are like the 3 rules that we had in the tournament. And yeah, that's basically all there is to say. So I'll just get started with this. I'll turn off the fog of war. And we'll have a look at the map. So this is my starting point up here. And then down here we got Taste Great. He's already got himself a deer there. He decided to stop building that warehouse too close to that, I'm guessing. And he moved that over here. So the first thing that I'm doing is just getting the usual wall line, getting my scout to go out, and I want to see what Taste Great is doing pretty early on. I recognize the map because I did play here against a mate of mine, against my bro John, as we were practicing. So I knew my position here, I knew how things were looking at my end, so I didn't have to go scout about in my area. Whether that's, you know, fair or not, you know, it's up to debate. I personally think that the game seeds should, like, sure, you can have the seed ready for each match, but first of all, the map should be fair. I don't think that this map is fair, and second of all, I think that you shouldn't let the players know in advance what the game seed is going to be. Instead, once the tournament starts, they should ask one of the admins for their seed, and then the admin sends it to them, so that, yeah, haven't got an advantage like that. Ah, nice, he got the deer there. He's doing a good job of getting the deer. I said I've already sent my scout down. I want to see what he's going to be building, if he's going for a Stone Age warrior attack or not. I was very confused in the strategies that happened in this 1v1. But what I decided to do right now was to go wall up. We have 10 minutes peace treaty, so right now there's still a good amount of time. Let's slow this down a bit now. So I want to get myself some slingers, I'm thinking, just because I don't know what he's going to have. I want to have some ranged units, but I'm hoping to get to the medieval and do some kind of attack then. Whilst down here, Taste Great. Let's even switch to him right now and also see how his economy is. Yeah, economy rise, we're pretty even off at the moment. Although we did get the 3 deer there. He's got some warriors as well, just to get rid of the animals. That's also another reason why I got the slingers. So yeah, he also got himself some barracks. And he's upgrading to the next stage, I think. Is it? No, I've already finished the upgrade, so he got himself some more workers. Okay. He's still just going about the place. Getting the fish there, of course. And now that I've hit the Bronze Age, I start to wall up all the different passes. And let's have a look at what he's doing. So he's going straight for the economy. Okay. Yeah, it's like he just isn't close to as... No, he was also walling up. I mean, yeah, I guess he's got a bit less to wall up over here than I do. I've got to go from up here all the way up here to the top, so I'm a bit more concerned about that. But I think I get myself my ports pretty soon with these guys. I hope so. I know, first I put the wall. Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking to get the wall. Yeah, so it looks like we're both having the same idea. He just wants to get his economy booming, and I'm guessing he wants to go for the Iron Age then pretty soon. So at this point I've actually got a pretty large amount of slingers. Yeah, but he's also got a large amount of warriors. So we both got ourselves a beginning army. He got warriors, I got slingers, so that's good to see right there. And we both spent resources on that. But he's not looking to come up over here, it looks like. And I'm not looking to go down over there either. He's also used a lot of wood already. Let's see though, I've got far less houses than him, that's the reason why. And he's already pushing out the fishing boats. And let's see his economy as well, he's got 56, 18, he's got 75 workers. Whilst I've got 64. So yeah, his economy is right now definitely better off than mine, that's good to see. So it's probably because he stayed in the Stone Age for a bit longer. Yeah, and he got those fishing boats way earlier than I did. That's one of the first things that I want to be doing. And because I had my scout, I'd seen that he had wooled up. And I don't know, in the Bronze Age, I don't think that there's much you can do as Asia if the enemy player has wooled up. I don't find that they have many units that are really capable against that. So instead I'm just looking to go through the ages as well. Let's have a look at how he is. And yeah, once again, he's a bit further ahead. He's got a much better food economy at the moment than I do. And I've got more wood, but that's also because he's built more houses. And he's got a lot more metal than me. Okay. Yeah, he's just got a better economy. So that's because he stayed in the ages in the Stone Age for longer. And because he got himself the fishing boat set up really quickly. I'm trying to think right now though what his plan was. He's got himself a nice Stone Age army there. Yeah, that's my scout just checking about. He's got himself a lot of shooting ranges. Going for the medieval as well, just as I am. I've got myself a couple of spearmen coming out. But yeah, my economy is just not close to as strong, especially the iron. I've got like no iron. At least my food economy recovered and my wood economy is looking okay. I've also now built a lot of the houses that weren't there at first. Okay, so now that he's made it, let's have a look what he's planning on doing. Just clearing those alligators, it looks like. He upgrades his warriors into spearmen and his slingers into archers. And he goes ahead and upgrades all of his fishing boats as well. Okay. Managing the warehouses, so that's as close as possible. You don't need to upgrade it if it's far back. You delete it and build yourself a new one. Don't know why he deleted that, but alright. Where is he off to? Ah, he decided to send them off to food, okay. And now what's he doing? Pop cap upgrade, more spacious housing. He's even got himself a dock up here. Get that part of the water. But I don't know, he hasn't got that upgrade going on yet, or that one, so I don't know what he's planning. I know what I'm planning though. I've got myself the Ashigaru that I just upgraded, and I've got myself the first 5 junks now just trained, and now he's also got some junks coming out. So obviously I saw the sea in the previous match, and I knew that I could get through there. So I knew that I was going to have to focus on the sea. And so I sent down the first bunch of junks by themselves. I don't want to have them immediately with the Ashigaru. And the reason why you'll see in just a sec. So let's have a look what he's doing. He isn't spamming out all that many. He's also, yeah, okay, he's also upgrading a lot of his houses right now, which means that he's missing wood. Right now I haven't upgraded like, no, I've upgraded half of my houses, so my economy isn't doing that bad. But when I come to attack him over here, I'm attacking him where his junks are spawning from, so I know that there's no way I'm going to be able to beat him there. So what I do instead is, this is why I didn't send the first bunch over there. I put these junks over here to the side because there's no way he can see on the water, and I'm pretty certain that his plan is to go straight up there. So as he's sending his junks up to attack my fishing line, where I've got more junks being trained right now, I send these junks over and I get a nice little D-Day off. I get my Ashigaru onto his mainland, and I start taking out some of his workers. So I've actually got a small little bonus there, a little upper hand. Yeah, I guess I actually did some damage. Let's have a look real quick, because at first he had more workers than me. Now let's have a look, see. He's got, I mean, yeah, he's still got so many workers, holy shit. He's got 26, 58, that's what's 84. And then if we switch things around, like I'm hoping that my, yeah, it was permanently training workers, that's good. That's what it definitely should be doing when you hit the Middle Ages, if you're not pop capped. And if you're not upgrading, then you just get yourself workers. And how many have I got? I've got 78 now. So yeah, that's almost evened out our economy actually. That little landing there did. But he had more than enough archers and spearmen to take it out. And he's still got more junks that he's pumping out. Plus he's sending his own force up. And I wasn't going to be able to break through here, I noticed, because of his land force. He's got such a little gap there that the archers, these spearmen can block my ships and the archers can shoot. There's no way that they can get around like they can over here, so yeah, I'm not going to be able to do much there. But I've got myself a whole lot of junks now. I've got so many piers as well that are just spamming them out, because I can see he's planning to go for navy. And I can also see that his fishing economy is quite important for him. So I get myself a whole lot of junks as well. And I come on down, the whole time of course upgrading, and I'm looking to go to late medieval at some point as well, so I can get the warships. And on the land there's just nothing happening. I'll even turn on territory real quick so you can see what we can see. So yeah, I took out that fleet of his without any real problems, and now he's also noticed I'm going for the sea, so he starts spamming out junks. How many have I got here? I've got 27, so I've got a really large number. He's got 14, but the thing is he's pumping them out over here. I'm attacking his base, so his numbers will continue to grow, whereas mine has got to go down the entire distance to get into the fight. And yeah, he knows exactly what he has to do. He just has to protect that little slot there, and all of his fishing boats will be safe. So I'm hoping that I can overpower him. So first of all, I gather my fleet together. As you can see, I'm upgrading as well right now. Oh no, this is Taste Great. Oh, this is Taste Great. I thought that was me. Let's have a look what I'm doing. I've just started upgrading as well. See, once again though, he's quicker than me. And honestly, because I knew the map, I should have known that I wouldn't be able to get through here. So, I don't know. I actually don't know what I should have done here. Anyways, he's now got 28, 29 with those. And he's got his own army down here, his archers. He's got a whole resource island also that he can take. And there's no way that my fleet is going to win this, especially with his archers right there. I do notice that, so I pull my fleet back up, so they're at least out of range of the archers. And yeah, we have at it, but he's still got more being pumped out. And so I kind of realized that, yeah, at the sea there's no way that I'm going to ever be able to win. In the end, he could even just wall this area off, and I wouldn't be able to get through to his fishing ships. Yeah, and so because of that, I have an idea of what I need to do next. So I keep pumping out junks, because otherwise he's going to be able to get my entire fishing economy. And I've got my slingers here, they're basically just clearing animals. I haven't got any real use for them besides that. But yeah, I just start gathering my junks near my base where all my fishing boats are. And yeah, now I start getting myself archery ranges, shooting ranges. Because what I think to myself is, if I can get myself hand cannons and a vision tower, then I can just block off this area here, and then I've still got this place that's safe from his navy, and I can get my hand cannons and my archers here to hold off his fleet. So all I've got to do is get that far, get to the late medieval ages. So he's already got himself all of the shooting ranges, and he's just hit late medieval as well. So he's got hand cannons that are now, the reserves are building up. He's got his first warships that he's training, and things are looking pretty good for him. Honestly, at this point I was, yeah, quite concerned. Just clearing out those. I think I also, yeah, pretty much just hit the late medieval at this point as well. So I could also get the warships, which are, actually I want to check that out right now, how much better they are compared to junks. I think it's mainly the armor. So the armor is, on average, it is better. But it also does a whole lot more damage. It's 19 times 3, and then 2 other guns that are doing 19 damage each. So although they cost metal, they definitely are better. And they can shoot the same way that the junks can. Anyways, this right here though, that was great for me. Whenever there's a line of ships, or a line of anything, and you have a clump, you're going to win that engagement. And of course he notices this, which is why he now gathers it all together, and he wants his warships to also get together there. Yeah. And I notice that he's now grouped up, so I pull back. I think I had my first... Yeah, I had my first warships getting produced right now as well. And I was getting my shooting ranges up and running. So I wasn't feeling any pressure at all to attack him. More than happy to wait for a little bit. went down here just to see if he had any workers that had gone outside the walls, but it was not to be. Ah, that's a problem. I forgot to go back to my TC. If I'd looked at my TC, I bet you now that, let's have a look at work account. I've got 90, was tastes great down here. I mean, look, wow, he's already going for India during this whole ordeal. He's doing pretty good resource-wise. 4k of those two and 22k food, that's a lot. And he's got 90 workers. How many did I say I had? Huh, I also had 90 workers. Okay. So I had 90 workers, but my economy just is not as strong as his. Yeah, and here the fight begins. He's got a whole lot more of the warships incoming. But I can actually pump out more than he can. I've got a pretty nice coast, but the thing is I don't want to be spending these resources on warships. What I want to do is get the upper hand and trade resources by getting myself hand cannons and archers. So I take this battle just as I wait for my reserves to build up. Well, I actually have my reserves by now. I gotta get them soon enough. Do I just spam out chunks? Ah, that's a problem. So what I should have done here is gotten myself the hand cannons out and the archers. And because they were actually ready, I didn't even have to send in my warships. I could have just plugged this hole. Because yeah, he's obviously going to win this fight, so that's not a good trade of resources for me. And the whole time that this is happening, he's going after India. Whilst am I even doing anything right now with my TC? Yeah, it's still standing about. That's probably what lost me the game so hard right now, those two things. I should have plugged up over here and just used hand cannons and archers to block off that path that he would have had otherwise. And my TC should have been producing workers, if not upgrading to the industrial. Man, that hurts. Because in the beginning I played pretty well, but that right there just shows me, how much I've still got to learn and how much better I've got to play at the game. Yeah. And now I just decide to go straight for China, even though my resources aren't looking all that great. I'm doing a good job of moving my warehouses forward, but also this, I should have upgraded my warehouses. And now I do decide to get some more. It hurts to watch this right now. I should have just got hand cannons and plugged that hole here. Imagine all the resources I would have saved. All of these junks and all of these warships just weren't necessary. I had my first fleet I could have had here and hand cannons over here. And that would have been enough. That would have been more than enough. And at this point, he's reached India. Okay, so yeah, there is that. The holding off the point there would have been a lot better, but now comes the next thing, and that is I decided to go for China, which I didn't think about what that meant sea-wise. I was thinking, of course, at land I want to get militiamen and use my hand cannons and militiamen to kind of overpower him. And yeah, China is not good when you're at the sea. I can tell you that right now. Yeah, this is what I should have been doing from the get-go. The archers are so good against ships. And then the hand cannons as well, just firing off from the distance. Like, this is the kind of fight that I want to be taking in the beginning, before I spend goodness knows how many thousands of resources on my ships that all just blew up in front of my face. Yeah, and at the same time, Taste Great is just expanding to the resource island that he's got. Got himself his universities up and running, and yeah, he's got a really nice economy. Let's have a look at how he's doing resource-wise. Yeah, he's upgraded, I think, now all of his workers. Looks like it, all of his workers, yeah. And he's also putting the pressure on me because of how I traded earlier. He's got so many more warships. And these hand cannons, yeah, they are working, but I really needed a fleet here as well to fully hold them off. Nevertheless, oh, just a sec, let's switch back. Yeah, I'm going for China, and you can already see my resources also just not doing so great. He's now coming over here to my fishing economy, and I haven't got much to stop him. He's just upgraded all of his trawlers as well. Damn. And what's he doing there? Okay, nothing special. I got myself the vision of this area because I was quite concerned that he might also use this distraction to get a ground assault. And yeah, little I know, look over here, he's getting himself elephants and hand cannons. And yeah, all the while I'm just preoccupied here at sea, as he takes out fishing boat after fishing boat. So yeah, it may have been my best round so far, but that doesn't mean that it was a good round. Why the hell are they shooting over there? What was that? My hand cannons just shot over there. Interesting. But at least I am about to be hitting industrial. Just far, far behind Taste Great. And I'm pretty aware right now that what I need to do is defend from his gathering fleet, which I think I don't know if that works right. Yeah, it does. I had seen it from my balloon that he had the fleet gathering, and so I kept my archers here and my hand cannons. I got another force of hand cannons as well, and oh yeah, right. This was also so. I also got this over here. This was a really good. I got myself my first rice farm here, but it needs to be near shallow waters, and there was just nothing here. And if I'd gone up here, it would have been right where his fleet would have come in. So instead I thought to myself, well, he hasn't touched over here so far. He's never even put his fleet in this little pocket where he could have taken out my housing as well. So I used that little pocket to get myself a rice farm, which brings in much needed food. So soon enough, yeah, I get a large number of my workers on that, and I start getting a pop cap upgrade because I am pop capped. I'm upgrading my houses because yeah, I'm just looking to get a large militia swarm, and then backed with my hand cannons, I'm hoping that I can do a land attack and that he won't have anything to take me out, because I'm thinking he's just looking to take me out from the sea. He's seen that I think he's seen that my town hall is placed right next to the sea. So that's also why I was so concerned the entire time about this fleet that was there. That's why I didn't move my force away earlier. It's needed to take out these. And yeah, this right here, this is the position I should have done in the beginning. If I'd had this position, I would have definitely won the trade at the sea, had a whole lot more resources, and yeah, the game would have been a lot more even, that's for sure. And for some reason, my workers didn't finish building. Oh wow, yeah, I killed my slingers there just to free up some pop space. So now he's got... Why has he got a trawler coming up there? I don't know, maybe he's planning on upgrading them to machine gun trawlers. I guess that's possible. Either way though, it's not looking good for me because unbeknownst to me he's got the elephant houses. And yeah, he's still got a large force of hand cannons, which hand cannons are so good, honestly. They're one of the best late medieval units, I think. Yeah, so he does send in his fleet here, and yeah, this right here is exactly what I want. This is the perfect fight for me. Got my hand cannons that just blast away all of his ships. Got my archers also that are just holding over there. And I've got my own warships that are, well, trying to chase him. In the end they die anyways, but if that's how I had fought him in the beginning, that would have resulted in a very different game, I think. So yeah, those two things, that and getting myself workers in the late industrial or upgrading, just one of those two things. The TC always has to be active, and as I've heard, it's one thing to know what to do and it's another thing to actually do it. So he's sending his force up here, just as I get the balloon tower. I start to see, I think that he's still got his medieval army and that he's just sending them in to die. And now that I've taken out the fleet that was here, I think to myself, well, honestly, I better make my move now. If I don't, then he's going to attack me from land and from sea, and then I'll just be sandwiched in. So I get my hand cannons moving up, I start getting my first militiamen. I upgrade these to barracks as well, so I can get myself a couple of soldiers. And whilst I'm doing that, let's have a look at Taste Great, see what he's doing. Yeah, he's got himself the first of the battleships coming out. It does make me happy to see that his TC wasn't always active right now, gotta say. Right now it's the same rule. He could be getting himself workers, he could get the upgrades, or he could be upgrading to second industrial. But he could always be doing something. But yeah, he's got a whole lot of hand cannons himself there. He's got more than I do. He's got himself a nice force of archers there. And yeah, we're looking to meet. Unfortunately though, he's also got some elephant gunners, which really are so great against China. I think in general India is a really great faction to pick when you're playing against China. It's what I've seen from this game, and they can take out the horse art, the mounted guardsmen, there we go, the elephant machine gunners can, and they can also take out the militiamen swarms, if you've got enough, of course. Yeah, and so at this point, I'm moving into the lands of Taste Strait, so he can see right now I'm inside his territory, and I may be getting the tower, but he's got his eye on my militiamen and my hand cannons. What happened over there? Guess he didn't get through. Yeah, so he's now not looking to be aggressive. Yeah, I got that tower that he had, which made me feel good, at the very least. I've got my own workers coming down to get a tower, but I don't think I even have it. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm just getting the arsenal now. Because I notice I don't have that, but yeah. At this point, he's now got battleships coming up, so the battle commences here. I should have put those guys in loose formation. And these guys as well, just for this whole battle I should have had everyone in loose formation. The hand cannons are also great against machine gun elephants, because they do, like they pierce through the armor. Elephants have got a nice bit of armor, but the rounds from the hand cannons get through that. But yeah, he's just done a really good job. He's pulled back his hand cannons. He's got my troops fighting his spearmen right there, and his archers, and his elephant machine gunners are just riddling down anyone in between. So yeah, there's no way I can get to that. And if it was just the elephant machine gunners, maybe the hand cannons would take them out, but yeah, it's not going to happen against both of those. So at this point, yeah, I can send in more militiamen now that the next reserve is built up, but I already know that that land assault is over. The moment I saw the machine gun elephants, my heart was crushed. I was like, oh shit, he's got India. There's no way that I'm going to beat India unless I get to second industrial and get myself submachine gunners. That would be pretty good against the machine gunners, but even that, so yeah, but still, you can see right here, if he gets close enough, the hand cannons will still do a really good job against them, because they deal so much armor, and because of the extremely low minimum range. Even if he gets close, he's going to be shot at. So yeah, he retreats with his elephants for a sec there, but yeah, in the end they're gonna die. And that was great. That it gave me a bit of hope, but yeah, he's already got more elephants being pumped out. And I haven't got enough militiamen, I haven't got enough houses. I haven't got enough resources either at the moment. As you can see, I'm just swamped with everything I'm having to get. All I've got is enough food. And then comes the final blow. It's just these battleships which have got more range than hand cannons, so I'm not going to be able to reach them. At the very least, it's realistic, you know, that an industrial battleship has more range than the hand cannon. But yeah, at this point, I know there's nothing I can do now to stop him dominating me from the sea. And that's the real reason why taking China was such a bad pick. Because it may have helped me at land for a bit with the militiamen. But with my TC so close to the sea, and there being no way of blocking it off, either I should have gotten myself the foreign supply depot and gotten myself howitzers along the coastline, and then squadron cannons. That would have worked to take out the battleships. But along with his assault that was coming from the land, there was just no way. I lost the game in the late medieval when I did not get myself the upgrades, and when I took on that fight here, where instead I should have just pulled up, defended my fishing zone, and used hand cannons and archers to hold this point. That's yeah, the first thing that lost me the game. Definitely though, picking China is once again, it's these strategies that mean so much in war selection. That's why I like the game so much. Every pick is so important right now, and sure, people can say it's pay to win. Well, look, I paid for the game to support the developers, but it definitely is great having the choice of different countries, because it adds a whole lot more element. It adds a lot more strategy to the game. Yeah, and he sees also at this point that it's finished. He's finished my army there. He's got rangers, more elephants coming out, and he can get himself trench mortars and so much more now. And yeah, at this point, he finishes me off. I haven't even got any metal to repair. Just out of resources, out of any hope. And yeah, that was the game. So yeah, thanks for watching that. I hope that you enjoyed. It was a lot of fun, and I definitely did improve a lot in this tournament and through everything that happened. And yeah, as said, that's basically also what the goal is right now, to get better at the game, to understand the different strategies, to make videos on them, and also to be able to, yeah, just play with teammates as well. So yeah, if you're at sea and you're playing a 1v1, don't pick China, because China does not dominate the scene. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the game. If you did, then leave a like. And yeah, tell me what you think about what I'm planning on doing with the 3 different types of videos in the future. Leave a comment on that. Also, if you have any replays that you want to send or any clips for the montage, also be sure to send that as well. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see content that I'm pumping out. And have a great day, everyone. I'll see you around. See ya.